All right. So today we're going to be talking about car detailing and how to set this up. So as you guys know, we're setting up a couple of um, brands, and one of our brands is a luxury car detailing brand, our local business. And what I wanted to quickly do is just show you how to navigate some of those calendars in Freedom Fusion System CRM. This is something that we're using for our brand, and I'm going to quickly show you how to set this up because I know it could be confusing, especially if you have a location where you have both local type of offering. Maybe you are um, doing car detailing and starting out, or maybe an existing business trying to figure out like how to do all this. But basically, in my particular case, I'm doing car detailing either locally in my garage in my house in Connecticut, in Stamford, or what we do, we just go directly to person's home in their location. And of course, now when you offer this on Google, so people need to clearly understand how this looks like. So the first thing I wanted to show you is to kind of show you the actual Go High Level page just to quickly show you what this looks like. So you could take a screenshot of that calendar and it just kind of walks you through the steps over here. It's fairly trivial to set it up and connect this to Google, but ideally, effectively, when somebody goes to a Google page, they'll be able to see your calendar and they'll be able to set individual services. So this way, and for car detailing, for example, we have car detailing service for mobile car detailing service for sedan and for SUV, and each one is separate. So this is absolutely needed for us, and but it was confusing at first for how to set it up. But hopefully this will make it clearer for you. So this way, when you look at this, you could set this up for yourself and have a bunch of technicians fully synchronized with their own Google Calendar and with the Google page, Google business page. So if I was to go to Google business page, so if I go to Google business page, and I go here, I have, as you can see, several business profiles over here. One of them is Freedom Fusion Detailing, the other one is Freedom Fusion System. This is our talent agency, and this is our car detailing. And another one I haven't added yet is our luxury pet brand. So what we do as a talent agency, Freedom Fusion System, what we do, we set up different types of AI automations. We connect brands together with freedom founders who help brands get all sorts of things done, ranging from automations, ranging from digital marketing, content development, and many other services. But we also do this for ourselves, and I wanted to show you like how we do this for ourselves for our car detailing brand. And obviously, guys, if you have a car detailing business, you could do this on a part-time basis. Just do a little bit of detailing on Saturday or Sunday, control your own schedule, and have a few luxury clientele, and you could be good to go, generating a very good income on the side. And of course, we explain how to do this, how to build your very own income as well. And this is something that we cover in uh, Freedom Fusion Flip workshops. So as you can see, here's my profile by that link, freedomfusionsystem.com. And over here, if you wanted to learn how to build your own car detailing, just click on Freedom Fusion Flip workshop and register for one of those workshops. This is where you learn how to build your feudal kingdom and either keep it or flip it. We also have low ticket offers for you, like Thread Stack, that helps you learn how to do digital marketing for your business, whether it's car detailing business or any other kind of business. Plus, we have all the other details about our CRM, Freedom Fusion System CRM. This is exactly what we're using to promote our car detailing company. And this is something that we could also set up your car detailing brand with in case if you wanted to get it done for you type of services. We could provide that to you as well. And so this way you have this complete setup that you're seeing here. But We also offer Feudal Incubators. So, Feudal Incubators it's a custom coaching program that allows you to learn all of those mechanical skills, like how to set up a book appointment, how to do email marketing, how to set up chatbots, how to set up all sorts of automated websites, workflows, automations, all in one business management software. So this way you don't have to feel like a process prisoner for your car detailing brand, and have everything running smoothly. And those Feudal Incubators are at the price of $295 per month. And they come with Freedom Fusion System CRM, your very own sub account that you could get access to. And it will look like this. Like, you're going to have your own sub account. For example, this is my Freedom Fusion Detailing account. Uh, as you can see, this is like my uh, uh, account over here, but I also have other accounts. So like right now, it's for whatever reason not showing that. But let's see if I was to show to, if there's essentially an agency account and non-agency account. Right now, it doesn't look like there's an it's like not shown for whatever reason. But essentially, if you go here, like, this is my profile. So business profile, I'll go here, and this is, as you can see, like, the first thing you got to set up is, obviously, when you start doing anything relevant to services and setting things up, you definitely want to make sure that you have all this information being consistent with your calendars. Else when you're going to submit it to a business profile, it's not gonna be available there, and you're going to be struggling. And of course, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be struggling. I think I know what's happening here because I logged into my agency account. That's what I'm. That's why I'm seeing this kind of yeah, because I'm logged in with this account. But effectively, there's another sub account, and you will have your own sub account like this once you become our Feudal Incubator member. Now, going back to what I was saying, essentially, when you start setting things up, there's a couple of gotchas for you to understand. Number one is, like, when you start setting up those calendars, people are going to be booking appointments, and the way you're going to be setting up those calendars for your car detailing brand is through special calendar widget over here. And this widget is basically allows you to create a group and then have different types of calendars that will look like this. So let me just kind of show to for how this whole thing looks like. So here's our car detailing service. And if I was to click on a copy schedule link, or you could just get to the same thing from book car detailing appointment. And over here, as you can see, here's a basic simple page. Obviously, it's still in draft mode. We're still updating it so it doesn't look like super fancy, but it's a basic page with a QR code generator. Those QR code generators is something that we could also set up for you, so this way you could just hand them off to people when you go to a restaurant or anywhere else. You could just kind of use it with your special device that you could just tap, and it would you could pass your business card to another person, or you could just use that in social media promotions. Those types of QR codes are easily generated through inside of the system over here. So if you go to automations, those QR codes over here, if you just go to sites, QR codes. So as you can see, here's QR codes. We quickly generate one for you and specify, for example, Freedom Fusion detailing page, and then would just link it to the specific page and specify the address. In this particular case, like um, this is the calendar page, so you could at least include this link, which is basically the link from the um, services from the calendar section, and you could use that in social media, and people can just scan it and go directly and book a call with you. So that's kind of a quick setup. And of course, the most important part, guys, once again, set up your profile, have everything handy, um, set up your social planner as well. The connection for the TikTok, I need to reintegrate that, but basically, you're gonna also have if you go to marketing section, you're gonna have different social planners over here where you could click create new post and be able to select your group. If when you start using when you start setting this stuff up, guys, use this split menu, split way of in in a Chrome browser. We could just click right here, and you could click split, add new to split, and then select another window. This is how I'm able to quickly navigate between multiple windows while natively rendering uh, the window like this. Just a quick trick for you. But as you can see, here's a Fit and Fusion detailing page. This is basically, so when somebody books a service, so over here, those services, like there's a, so when somebody searches for it, you're gonna see a service. Right now, I literally just submitted um, from Go High Level. What you could do, you could submit your service directly to Google. So this way, when people book it, they're gonna be able to see it. So they're gonna be able to see that service. So for example, this is what it's going to look like when they're going to click book online. They're going to see all those detailed different types of services. Now, in this particular case, obviously, I'm not doing anything with haircuts, but if you could totally do that for any kind of business. If you're doing like a service business relevant to maybe tutoring or maybe a class-based business where you are offering classes. And in fact, that is actually what I'm doing as a person. Believe it or not, I'm teaching in university different classes. And what's important to me is controlling schedule. Now, I have a university. So essentially, if you kind of think about it, when you're doing car detailing, you have a personal life, you have another kind of life, many different things going on in your life. Um, so, like, how do you control all that? How do you control the schedule, and how do you make sure that all the services are being shown on Google and people can book it, and you don't get banned from Google? That's another thing that I'm covering as well in multiple previous workshops. But the idea here is, first of all, you got to be everywhere. For your car detailing brand, you got to be everywhere. You got to be on Nextdoor, you got to be on Facebook, you got to be on uh, like Instagram, you got to be on YouTube, you got to be on Threads. And obviously, with Freedom Fusion System CRM, you're going to get that flexibility. Because essentially you're going to have this marketing section will help you get set up, and inside of this marketing section you're going to have that content that's going to be on a recurring basis being blasted across socials. Now you got to be careful with Google, because if you do a recurring thing with Google, you could get suspended, you could get your listing suspended. But the idea over here is relatively simple. You just have click over here. I'm just kind of focusing on there's different types of socials over here: Google, Threads, etc., Blue Sky, many of them, including LinkedIn. So right now, what I did, so for example, if you want to create a new post, and if you wanted to post something in, um, the way I separate multiple brands is like, this is our this is our Freedom Fusion Detailing car detailing brand. This is our talent agency, and this is our pet brand. This is how I separate it into groups. So if I wanted to do for Freedom Fusion Detailing, I do have TikTok, I do have all the other stuff over here, and I could go ahead and like select what I want to include. This is just a category that I'm like choosing. The C2 is a campaign, and what you could do is like you could use the hashtag, save hashtags over here. So you could pick those hashtags, Fairfield County, then like do another one like Greenwich, Connecticut, and just put apply. So this way it's just going to be available over here. Then you just use ChatGPT to quickly go ahead and like create a little post over here. So you could do something like this, ChatGPT, and just put that in like this, and out of a sudden you have a beautiful ad, and you just pick from a folder an existing graphic like this, and as you can see, there's already everything's ready to be blasted on Google. Now, when I did that on a recurrent basis, immediately I got suspended. My listing got suspended. So you got to be careful when you're setting this up. Make sure you don't repetitively do that. Make sure it's constantly unique. Any kind of content that you show, upload is being unique. Now, of course, you could take it, our Freedom Founders, who you can get connected with, which is another service that we're offering as part of our talent agency. They can help you create that content, so this way it stays unique. And this is something that if you were to join our Feudal Incubator to learn how to build all those systems, you would get access to Freedom Fusion System CRM, and of course you'll be connected with one of our Freedom founders who'll be promoting you. And if they end up bringing you some customers, then you'll pay them commission, and you'll be happy because you're getting customers, and they will be happy because they managed to get that opportunity to serve you. Once again, we offer that as part of our Feudal Incubator. So if you wanted to learn more about our Feudal Incubator, simply DM the word path on my Insta. And of course, here's my Insta over here. And just basically go here and DM the word path. My conversational AI bot is going to go ahead and respond back to you and provide all the necessary information that you need in order to like help you out and tell you more about Feudal Incubator. It will be just naturally talking to you, describing to you whatever it is that you're interested. If you're interested in Thread Stack, our low ticket offer where you learn how to promote your car detailing business or any other kind of business across socials, then of course talk to the bot, explain that you're looking for Thread Stack, and it will guide you in a next step. Always to engage with my bot, simply DM the word path on my Insta. And by the way, in Feudal Incubator, you also learn how to set up conversational bots. So this way you could learn how to like be no longer that process prisoner when it comes to dealing with customers and follow-ups and everything else. You get to learn those hybrid skills that are not taught in college. Now, going back to what I was saying, um, like now, like if by the way, guys, this is what I was trying to say. Like those are the conversational AI. There's many different things over here, a lot of things to learn. And of course, it will be, you know, communicating with your customers. There's going to be a knowledge base associated with your car detailing brand. And over here, the knowledge base, you could crawl the URL, you could put the whatever's in your website, it's going to crawl for it, it's going to include that in the knowledge base, and your bot is going to be communicating and responding back to people. So the whole process of like how it's going to be responding is going to be responding fairly easy. Like if you go to car detailing brand over here, as you can see on the right hand side, there's a little bot. If I say here, like if I allow this, yeah, can you guys do car detailing? I think I want to bring it to your location. So I think you guys got the idea. The bottom line is this is another type of way of engaging with the customer and getting the customer everything they need. The customer can also contact us, and the customer can book a call. They can call through the phone number. The bottom line is customer. The idea here, guys, is our conversational AI bot and voice AI bot working together side by side to explain everything that the customer needs. And of course, guys, this is something, once again, this is something that you're going to learn in our Feudal incubators. Now, going back to the, um, or partially in Thread Stack. Thread Stack is our low ticket offer, as I mentioned. So going back to what I was saying, essentially when it comes to setting up Google Calendar, what's happening, you're going to need to do a couple of things. You need to recognize the fact that there's Google Calendar, you want to have it synced to your Google. So that's number one. Essentially, what does that mean? Effectively, like here's what's happening. When I'm doing lots of things on the internet, like I mean, in my life, I do teaching and computer networking for University in New York. I have running multiple brands. I really need to have a central place to control all my schedules without necessarily just jumping into the system and having to worry about like if somebody's going to book and I'm not going to be able to service them. I don't really want to have to worry about any of that. So what I do is I set up um, a quick integration over here where I literally just connect the new calendar, and over here, like for example, I could click connect and I select the calendar over here, Google Calendar, and it will get connected. As soon as it gets connected, I get this synchronization taking place. So what does that mean? That means if somebody goes ahead and tries to book a call on my calendar, and I have this, let's say if I booked this from here and I put test and I booked it from 2:30 p whatever a.m. to let's say this is better example, I'll do like 8 a.m. If I put this from 8 from yeah, let's just say this. Let's say I block this thing over here on my Google Calendar if somebody tries to go ahead and book that, they're not going to be able to do that. They're not going to be able to book on Thursday, February 19th between 2 a.m. and 5 p.m. Why? Because I reserved that slot. Now, why is this useful? Because out of a sudden, you don't really need to be logging in into those calendars. You just could talk to your Google Calendar, get everything done through the Google Calendar. Now, a couple of things. There's this Stripe, like Stripe test, kind of credit cards. You could use those credit cards to quickly check, to quickly include inside of the Freedom Fusion System CRM, include the payment. So this way somebody could make a payment. So what I mean by that is if I was to go book a car detailing appointment and I go to schedule your appointment and decide to, this is how, first of all, the service menu is going to look like. So each of those little widgets are going to be, this is something that I'm going to quickly show you how to set up. But the bottom line is, like we want either sedan, we want to offer a couple of services, either sedan car detailing, or we want a SUV car detailing at their location because it's a mobile car detailing service that we provide, or in our location. And of course, price is going to be different for SUV um, versus sedan. Now, notice how we made a mistake over here and we made the sedan still 250, but it should be 200. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to, and it's like right here. So we're gonna correct that. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna go to calendars and we're gonna go to find that calendar. And of course, the calendar is like the best way I could do it is just like this. Sedan location, Stamford, Connecticut. Unfortunately, I think this is it. I think this is it. So we're gonna hit the edit calendar, and then it's our location. Okay, so the price over here, we included that the price is gotta be 200. So we included that uh, for sedan. First of all, we gotta update the listing. You gotta be very specific with the listing, otherwise Google is not gonna allow this service because they're not gonna see the word Freedom Fusion Detailing, and they're gonna if you didn't update Freedom Fusion Detailing and it doesn't match your profile, then you may get rejected by Google, and then you're going to be struggling trying to figure out how to do this. As you can see, you definitely want to include Zoom as well, because effectively, if you have Zoom or any other kind of service like Google Meet, we use Zoom. That gives an opportunity for a customer to meet with one of the technicians first before getting the appointment actually done. Because maybe when you hop on a Zoom and you realize that they don't really have um, like everything they need in their house before they come to their location, or before they come to your location, and like you want to make sure that you have this quick conversation with them on a Zoom. This is optional, but then again, like when they're booking this specifically for just to get on a call with you on a Zoom, just to validate that they could come down. They could, because you don't want people just coming down to your location. You want to quickly talk to them, discuss with them, and then develop that rapport, and then tell them, okay, I could do it like at some other time. That's one option. Another option you could give them straight is to just book from appointment right away, and don't worry about it, and just include the form of payment. And the form of payment over here, as you can see, I put 250 instead of 200. And what you want to do, you want to make sure you set up, you use test for the Stripe. So when you start integrating Stripe, when somebody's gonna come directly to your website, they're gonna be able to make a payment. But initially, you want to just set it as test, and effectively, um, like test gives you an ability to test this with a credit card, like a fake credit card, as the one that I showed you. And of course, when you set it up, just make sure that you have those little things like set up as well, because you want to, right now I have them by default. I don't have them turned on, but effectively in your particular setup, you may want to turn it on. The reason why I don't have it turned on right now is because I just literally set this thing up, and that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to be doing. But definitely, guys, you want to turn that on if they could cancel. If they cannot cancel within 24 hours, if they could reschedule within 24 hours, or what would be reminder look like? What would be the follow-up look like? So all of the stuff you want to be able to you want to set that up, and of course include a basic image and include like calendar title, all that kind of stuff in here, and you pretty much done with setting this up. Now, rooms and equipment is not really relevant for you. This is more like for classroom settings, that kind of stuff. But the idea here is the first thing you definitely got to do, guys, is create a new group. In my particular case, I created a new group lead, and it's already created. Here it is. And then I just started creating new calendars for each service. The kind of calendar that I'm creating is service booking calendar. The service booking calendar is the one that literally that you've seen already created. And it looks like this. You just specify whatever the name, then you specify the like the actual technician who's gonna be cleaning. You could put multiple people in here if you have. That's a beautiful part about the service calendar. You could select multiple people from. You could have multiple car detailers. And if you're wondering how do you get those car detailers, how do you do this, how do you like find them, how do you recruit them? This is something. Don't worry, this is something that we show you as well as part of the Feudal Incubator, where it shows you how to get set up your entire mobile car detailing business. So this way you don't have to worry about those complexities and how to combine all of this with Notion. So this way you could see, this way you could like know exactly what's going on in not just Notion but Slack as well. So this way when people reaching out to you and booking appointments, you get notification directly inside of your channel, and it will look like this where for your technicians, where it says, please review the process below to make sure booking and service availability stay in sync. So like when a new customer books, submit a form, please review this guide. So essentially inside of the Slack channel, uh, what we did, we set up a way where whenever somebody books, we get a notification in Slack channel and notifies the technician to like what they got to do, what to do when someone booked, and it literally provides a little instructions in Notion over here. Plus, it shows you, please check this guide for how to update your availability. Over here, I'm showing direct way for how to update availability for a technician. For example, let's say if somebody decided to book Jackson Ford as one of the service technicians, well, I have to make sure that his schedule is up to date. Otherwise, they're going to pick them and he's not really going to be available. There's going to be a problem. So what is the best way to do that? One best way to do that is through synchronization. And of course, the synchronization, what I just showed you earlier, is done through Google. So synchronization is something that allows Jackson to still have his own kind of university work. He could have multiple calendars synchronized from his school. So this way he could, I know for a fact that he can't do it at those particular times. And all he got to do is just update in the calendar. Like let's say he has some school work between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Then he just blocks that area, and I'm gonna know for sure that he can't do car detailing at that time. Now, it's relatively simple to get people to go ahead and work with you, providing that you follow what's in our feudal incubator, because there's psychology involved, there's many different elements involved for how to reach out to like local people, local neighbors, how to get them on your side. There's many different things that we show you as part of that feudal incubator. Now, going back to feudal incubator, this is how, in case if you wanted to get access to it, and if you're interested in having this entire system set up, then just go over here, pick, um, hop on a free 30-minute call, specify the time that you could meet, and just include what kind of feudal incubator you're interested. If you're interested in just AI automations type of stuff to learning how to do AI automations, then pick Freedom Fusion track. If you're interested in digital marketing, feudal incubator, pick Freedom Fusion Digital. If you're interested in content development, pick this one. If you're interested in pitching, pick this one. Now, if you're interested in low ticket offer, then just like we do have thread stack. Pick this stuff over here, and then specify who referred you. If it's Jackson, put Jackson. If it's somebody else, then put somebody else who referred you, because that way you're gonna get a good discount, providing that it is indeed the person who referred you. we will validate with that person that they indeed referred you. Um, and of course, guys, this is why I highly encourage you that when you interact with us, interact to us through our sales reps. They could walk you through the entire process for Feudal Incubator onboarding, for how to get set up with your very own Freedom Fusion System CRM, and how to have your very own Freedom Founders promoting your car detailing business across multiple cities in different areas using gamified cohorts and a bunch of other ways. And of course, guys, look, the main thing here, now going back to what I was saying, the main thing here is like when you're gonna have this page, you could have individual page and you could have more of non-individual page. So non-individual page means like everything collectively, collective in one spot. So how do you do this? What is the services? Well, the services menu is like this. Essentially, you got to create a service menu like this and include all the details over here. You describe the description, be specific because that is what Google is going to be looking at. But um, first of all, before I describe this, how is the Google going to be looking at those services, those descriptions? This is the description, first of all. Like if you go here to copy scheduling and you go in here and you click on, you open this up. Here's the service. How is the Google going to know about each and every one of those services? How is it going to know? Well, it's going to know through this. You're going to go to connections and you're going to be able to see this thing over here, Google Organic Booking. In Google Organic Booking, and once again, so how do you get to calendar? Where is that located? It's located over here in calendar section, connections, Google Organic Booking. Notice that lead group. Notice how lead group over here. So what I did is I took that entire group and included all of those services in here. I check, 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 and then boom, I hit submit. The first time when you're doing it, it could be 1 to 2 weeks for the feed and profiles to be verified for the first time. Notice once again how I'm doing rendering over here, rendering with this split function. Nobody really shows it to you in any other workshops that you find on the internet, but I figured it's once in a while I may throw some of those little tips in. This is pretty cool, guys. Start using this splitter. Now, guys, if you are trying to do this for car detailers and you're AI automation agency and you wanted to resell our Freedom Fusion System CRM and our Feudal incubators and also make money, then definitely let us know. So, especially if you are a detailer, like this would be perfect for you if you're a car detailing company and you wanted to resell our automations, then you'll be like our top quality customer because out of a sudden you're not only just helping us resell our Freedom Fusion System CRM, but you also like learning from us, learning from Feudal Incubator, and bringing us additional revenue from that Feudal Incubator, which is which is absolutely bonkers for us. This is why when we talk to different car detailers, we tell them, look, tell us more about your service. Tell us, are you like technical? Or if you're not technical, we could set everything up for you. So this way you don't really have to worry too much about it and not get stressed out. And it's all like if you don't want that training or anything like this, and you just wanted to get this whole thing set up, then we could do that as well directly in either you use our affiliate link, in which case we can help you get set up. Our affiliate link for Go High Level that we're using right now, where our Freedom Fusion system is lined up, or you do it in our sub account. If you do it in our sub account, then uh, it's gonna be a lot easier for you because then you don't really have to struggle much. We could help you manage it. It's gonna be manage it better. So it truly depends on like where you're currently at, and but we're flexible. We're flexible with multiple ways in terms of helping you do this for you, and not only just do this with Go High Level, but help you get set up with CloudBot and all sorts of other ways that makes it easy for you to manage this business and also line you up with Freedom Founders who can be promoting it in gamified cohorts, as I mentioned before. Now, going back to the service name, here's the bottom line. The bottom line is you got to create those service menus, and when you create them, there's not much you do. This is the default standard standard field. The rest is just select services, and this is where you select all the services. So once again, If I have to summarize everything, what are we building? We're building a service menu. How does that look like? Well, if you go here to book car detailing appointment, and by the way, we'll help you get set up as well with your own profile, like buy a link with your own socials as well. So this way you have, like if you have multiple things going on in your life, maybe you have a brand, maybe you have a passion thing, maybe you have your car detailing thing that you want to do, maybe you're teaching in classrooms, we'll be able to help you navigate through all of those high cardinality heterogeneous complexities and make it super clear for how to do this. But as it goes for me as a person, because of so many different things that I have going on, obviously having a Google Calendar integrated the way that I just showed you is like very critical for me. And not just the Google Calendar, but other calendars, including, like, for example, over here, as you can see, if I was to go to Outlook Calendar and click Connect, I also have school calendar where I teach in university, in Konya University. So, like, obviously, I want to make sure, I want to take that calendar into consideration as well. So this way, people don't just book at times when I can't do it and uh, when I'm not available. And instead, they book somebody else, like another car detailing technician, like Jackson. Now, granted, Jackson is in Florida. I'm in Connecticut. Obviously, it's not the best example, but still, the idea here for you guys is to do that locally first in your local area, and then later on expand further in other areas if you wanted to. Now, key here is to definitely have presence across multiple socials, including like threads, etc. As you can see, like all of those, we have a lot of videos being auto-generated, created with Sora 2, CapCut, everything, all the stuff you're going to learn in Feudal Incubator, especially if you wanted to learn how to create content. We have Freedom Fusion Content Feudal Incubator, which is absolutely bonkers because like without a fire-looking ASMR edited videos, chances of you breaking through the ideal customer profile are going to be slim to none. Why? Because people like humor. People love to see something unique. If you could catch them in different socials with this Freedom Fusion System CRM and fire-looking ads, then trust me, it's going to be smooth sailing for you. Just to kind of give you an idea, if I was to go to Freedom Fusion Detailing, here's an example. This is just one video, but we so and another thing is, guys, as you can see, you don't really need too many videos, but you need some fire videos being produced that are like circulating across different socials, guys. And of course, when you start doing this, you kind of got to understand this, that there's going to be local, like next door type of place where you could post it. There's going to be Google, there's going to be different places. The more places that you're on, the easier it's going to be for you to get those leads. Now, we also show how to do this with meta ads. I'm not going to get into it now. I do have other workshops where I show how to do this with meta ads, but the idea here is like definitely, guys, if you're in a crunch and you're not getting anything organically, then you could turn on the meta ads and then run it few times, get uh, get Cloudbot if anything to run it, and run it only when you need to. Now, of course, um, once you get few customers, it's going to be smooth sailing, and then you could either your business, keep it or flip it. So, and of course, guys, like there's a detail, everything is done through um, this website. So, like you could inside of Freedom Fusion System CRM, you could do this mobile friendly site detailing, mobile friendly site kind of thing. Set up, include, make things better looking, spice it up. I don't know what this list of areas covered for car detailing above. Uh, Schedule your appointment button. We offer local in Stanford car detailing, and mobile. So I'll go ahead like this, hit save, and then just over here, there's all sorts of keywords. You definitely want to include that kind of stuff. And then basically it will look like this. Not the most exciting, not the most, we didn't really have put too much time on this page yet. We're gonna put more time into it, but this is kind of a quick craft draft, but it gives you an idea for what Freedom Fusion System CRM can do for you, while also like me showing you all sorts of other socials over here. Now, the same thing, whatever it is that we're doing for car detailing, obviously we're doing it for our talent agency and for our pet brand, as I mentioned to you before. And of course, guys, how does that look like for our pet brand? For our pet brand, it looks like this. If I was to hit new post and create new post, I would just select Jack's Paws. And over here we have different types of things. Now, Pinterest is something that is also pretty cool. And you could use Pinterest, but Pinterest is not going to be shown like inside of a group because it's tied to our talent agency, so, Freedom Fusion System. Because inside of Pinterest, you have different types of groups. So, for example, you have different types of boards, and each board you could select and click on and modify content accordingly for each particular channel and blast that, and the rest is just smooth sailing. The statistics and all the information that is shown from all of those likes, it's all shown over here, so you could kind of see all the statistics and be able to see like what the top performing posts are, etc., and get things going fairly quick. Now, you could also set up countdown timers until next workshops. In fact, this is the countdown timer. Like if you wanted to add extra marketing for your uh, business, and like let's say you wanted to resell our Freedom Fusion automations, the best way for you to resell them is to use like countdown timers like this, set them up inside of pages like this. So if I go to Freedom Fusion Flip and jump into this workshop, then over here you set up like countdown timers like this, and then yeah, and then just get with people on a call, describe our services, show them this some of those YouTube videos, and get them to sign up on with affiliate link. And if you do, we'll give you a very good commission if you refer somebody to us. If you want to become our sales rep, let us know. We will work with you guys. But this is the idea. This is what we're doing. This is just a few examples of what we did. Now, once the service gets shown on Google, it's going to be gazillion times easier. Gazillion times easier to like do be seen in front of different types of people. And then you could just set up some recurring posts in some of the workflows that are not recurring where you got to generate content. You could leverage our Freedom founders who can do stuff for you. Once again, this is part of the Feudal Incubator. Uh, and if you wanted to get access to Feudal Incubator, you already know how to do this. And of course, there's email marketing that also included with all of this. So this way you could send out email nurturing campaigns and all sorts of other things to the leads. So those automations look like this. There's many other bots that I show you guys that are very easy to set up. And obviously you get access to all of those automations. So this way, when somebody books a call, when somebody contacts you, all of those automations are going to be kicking in. Now, the cool part about all of this is that there's also forms. So the forms is something that the customer is going to fill out and going to have context about your entire business. So, what I mean by that is that AI bot itself is going to have context about your business. So what I mean by that is, let's say somebody submitted this kind of form over here and they filled it out, and this is the thing that it included it. The question is like, um, so let me just go here, builder. So we're gonna go builder, detailing. So we'll open up this form. So this is what it looks like. So the customer fills out this form. How does this customer gonna know when to fill out this form if I never actually showed this form to fill out on the other page? Well, my friends, this is where the voice AI and conversational AI comes into place. So when the customer talks to on this page, when the customer jumps into this page over here, so let's say customer found us through social media and jumps into this page, and they click on it and they start talking, then this bot, when you call it, it will, on a phone number, on SMS, when you call it an SMS, it will send a message. It will send a, what it called? It will send you SMS with the link to that form, telling you fill it out. And then after you fill it out, it will call you back and say, thank you for filling it out. This is what we learned. It will clarify. It will see if the person is a tire kicker or not, pre-qualify them, and if they're a good fit, then they will go ahead and invite the person to schedule appointment. Do you guys see how this is different from like everything else that I just showed you in terms of simply including this page? Now, why would you want to include this page over here? Like, and what does this page truly mean? In this particular case, the person is just booking a specific service for a specific price. But the question is, like, how come? So the price is not reflected. You see, it's like symmetrical now: 200, 200, 250, 250. The customer may look at it and be like, "Why am I meeting for 30 minutes? Is that going to be my 30 minutes job that I'm going to get done for, like, the whole car detailing is only going to take 30 minutes?" So obviously that is we have to adjust that and specify including over here. Um, and of course, obviously, I need to put different thumbnails, but adjust and put something like this. By the way, before we schedule a call, please jump in. Please book a call with us for um, preliminary call on Zoom, just so this way we get to know more about your car, what you're looking for, before we either come to your location or you come to our location. So, like, obviously, you want to specify that, include that in here. I'm gonna do that next, but this is just kind of a rough draft and explanation of what this is. Uh, Also, the person may be like, oh, I don't understand that, what I'm doing over here. And they could just click on an icon and they talk to the bot, and the bot can explain everything, all the details. Now, in this particular case, I included a voice bot, but guess what? There's also a conversational bot. Now, where is the conversational bot going to be situated? The idea behind the conversational bot is right here. Over here, like, this is one thing I'm going to make a change of. On this page over here, what I really want to do is I want to include conversational bot. So conversational bot is different from the voice bot. Now, conversational bot is like, if you want to see an example of conversational bot, go to my YouTube channel. You're gonna see me talking about it. But like, it's like a 5 hour workshop of me showing you how to build it. But basically, if I was to kind of quickly show you the conversational bot and go over here, this is the bot, and the idea here is if I was to edit it, it's connected to my Instagram and live chat. So live chat is this little widget. Once again, it's currently located. If I was to go to car detailing, it's currently located. Like, it's not shown here, but I could easily make it available over here. So this way, when the person comes to this page, they could talk to conversational bot and don't waste your voice credits. And only when they go ahead and decide to book a call, they have the privilege to talk to the voice bot. So, but in this page, you don't really want to reveal it right away. You want to do it gradually. You want to just show that conversational bot. Now, where's that conversational bot? It's right here. How many channels it's specified for? It's only included for live chat and Instagram. So what happens on Instagram, just like I showed you in a previous workshop, if you were to go to Instagram and you would start talking to me, the bot would respond and it would be like literally engaging with you, getting all the info. It would like, if I was to talk to the bot over here, I would just say hi, and it would just literally follow the logic that is described inside of the bot settings, inside of a mini goals that are pre-configured. And this is a brand new feature of Go High Level. And as you can see, because I have many things going on in my life, I didn't really want it to like talk only about car detailing. I wanted to capture the meaning of all three things that I'm doing, meaning for my talent agency, for UGC, which is for pet related activities, and like for car detailing as well. So now, if I was to go here, the another important thing to understand is that there's bot goals. All of those bot goals are configured over here. and there's a knowledge base that is attached to it. And additionally, there's a edit flow builder. Inside of edit flow builder, this is where I'm really asking those questions like, hey, what is going on over here? Identify what user looking for, whether it's a marketing, AI, automation, or car detailing. I should probably put car detailing over here, or car detailing. U, UGC determine UGC UGC or pet brand or pet brand. Determine if it's a service provider, freedom founder, or business owner. Um, what's your biggest challenge? And then update this contact field. So effectively, anytime the person contacts me, I want to be like, okay, I want a bot to engage, I want it to talk, and they could contact through. Right now, they could contact through Insta and of course through live chat. But you could turn it on on WhatsApp. You could turn it on all those different socials, and it will just communicate and will respond and navigate through all of those trees. So this way you don't have like all of those branches. So this way you don't have any kind of tire kickers asking questions, wasting your time. And the cool part about it, this thing is gonna re-engage multiple times, and when you jump in to the conversation, like manually, it can just um, stop communicating, which is pretty cool. And because sometimes you just want to take over and you don't really want the bot to do that, and all of those settings are here. But skip uh, in this case, in this particular case, you're not seeing you're just seeing skip objective field is already filled out. This is just a kind of response example of what the person, what to expect, what for AI to expect, for what kind of responses to expect. And I put, I'm struggling currently with ads. Uh, and of course, at this particular case, if I was to go to the next AI splitter, in AI splitter, you have literally those branches. So the cool part about from the traditional splitter, like where you have to do if this and that, prescripted, rigid kind of environment where you're just constantly getting cooked, trying to explain, then it's different. How different? Well, because you get to ask actual questions. Now, what I mean by that is if I was to go to my school community real quick, and this is actually a school community that you could jump in and you could quickly learn and take a look at this one over here, this slide, and over here you're gonna see building a multi-agent AI booking system for mobile detailers and go high level, and you click on that, and uh, this is what you see me talking about how to build a car detailing brand and showing you guys all the details over here for what's the difference between conversational AI and like conversational flow builder that I just showed you, and how is it truly different from like traditional automation workflows. Huge, this is huge difference, guys, because you could steer deterministic, you could still create deterministic workflows by steering those workflows with AI. And of course, traditional way was kind of really difficult, but with this new blueprint agents, you could have this really nice, beautiful flow builder. And this flow builder is really like, it's a lot different than specifying standard automation where you have triggers, emails, wait, SMS, where you have to think of what message to add. With a flow builder, you capture the information, you split it, you send the message. AI is gonna think of what is the best way for how to respond to the person without you cooking your brains. All you got to do is turning on autopilot. Could use different types of channel selections, whether it's SMS, IG, email, and of course you got to be careful in certain states when you do that. In regions with strict SMS regulations like Texas, make sure you enable email channels to bypass blocking and ensure immediate deployment. So this is kind of, also remember, you want to engineer those flow bots if you do decide to build them uh, yourself, and you wanted to learn how to do that. Obviously, jump into Andy's community, jump into this post, and if you wanted to build them yourself, just remember the 7-second rule. The sweet spot for feeling human, faster feels robotics. Only drop to 5 seconds for live demos to avoid awkward silences. So what does that mean? That means like when you start configuring that flow builder, you don't really want the bot to fire up like a maniac, trying to like scaring people off, and then you end up losing the lead. Now, the default recommendation for is like 25 messages because you want to have the cutoff. You don't want a bot to go to infinity and constantly communicating back and forth. Uh, Besides, most leads convert or fail within the first 12 to 15 exchanges. So you're not going to know right away who's a tire kicker or not. And of course, guys, the information gatherer is AI capture input. So you basically get that input, which is what I was showing you before. So if I was to show you this, you get this input. So that input is basically that capturing all the details. And then it's using this AI capture and output the structured data. So objective is just to extract data from a custom fields, extract data and plug them in into custom fields. So what I mean by that is before I would have to constantly update the custom fields and be like, oh damn, I need to figure out what is the biggest challenge, and like it would be all separated. Now this thing is natively integrated with AI feeding in the response directly into the um, contact field. So that contact field is pretty dope because out of a sudden, when you go to contacts, uh, you could see inside of contacts what the contact field is and like quickly be able to just see what's going on right here. As you can see, we got guest visitor. This is another. I noticed there's another calls. So the custom fields are over here, guys. So imagine you're gonna have a lead and you're gonna be able to see what the custom field is. So custom field, I gotta see where that specific custom field is, but basically it will be in one of those things, like what's your biggest challenge, uh, and it's gonna be shown here, and I'm gonna know right away what that is and be able to follow through. Now, we did also implement spam detection mechanism. So this is when you're gonna have a lot of people contacting you. So essentially, you're gonna have people contacting you constantly when you put your account on Google. You don't really want to have people contacting you when you create an account on Google because it's annoying and it's just really bad. Like, and to fix that problem, what we did, we used Google Voice. We used Google Voice to redirect everybody to from Google Voice to an actual number, and we used the following spam transcript bot detection mechanism to like understand if it's just some scammer who's saying um, like, hey, you have not, uh, you have registered your Google listing, but you did not do whatever. The bottom line is, uh, anytime you go and register your profile, you start getting a lot of spam calls, and we didn't want that. I mean, we didn't want to be able to, we didn't want to burn our token credits um, with all sorts of Zapier requests because we do have some Zaps that send the Slack channel directly to here and validate further if the person is like a tire kicker or not. So we have those additional automations, and obviously we don't want our Zapier to be kicking in here and doing things when it doesn't need to. So you could do directly this inside of the go high level inside of Freedom Fusion System CRM. Include all the details about like, oh, there is this a real person calling? You could like do this detection. Oh, they mentioned something about business listing verification. Oh, that gotta be a scammer. And then it's gonna add a tag. It's gonna enable do not disturb. And next time this person cannot make any contact. So this is one way of doing it. Of course, uh, when you combine it with Google Voice and do the redirection, Google Voice has basic anti-spam filtering techniques, but mechanism baked in. That's why we're using Google Voice. Plus, Google Voice gives the extra level of credibility because it's a local number versus the go high level number that you get over here. Um, Now, of course, guys, this is all may seem complicated, but don't worry, guys. We'll walk you through the process. Either A, if you decide to become our feudal incubator customer, where you get to learn how to do all this stuff, or B, you use our affiliate link and then we'll help you get set up with those very same automations. So this way you have everything you need. So in case if you don't have money for that feudal incubator and you don't want to learn this, you just want us to set it up for you once. You use our affiliate link, and you don't have to pay anything to us uh, because essentially we would be getting paid from Go High Level every time you use it. So it would be a win-win for all of us, for you and our talent agency as well. But Feudal Incubator is going to be a very good thing for you because obviously, guys, to really grasp this, you need knowledge and also you need network of people who can help you promote your business and promote your um, car detailing brand, and provide, and you'll be happy as well because you're gonna have a bunch of freedom founders promoting it. Now how do you connect? You're gonna learn how to find those freedom founders, how to connect with them, how to get them part of your company, so this way you don't have to just spend colossal amount of time doing things on the internet. Instead, you get to focus just on car detailing and your life, whatever other activities that you may have. Maybe you're also teaching in university like I am, or maybe you have other side hustles that you're doing and you want to be synchronized with your Google Calendar, and for your technicians also to be synchronized with your Google Calendar. Whatever the case may be, guys, we're here to make this as smooth as possible for you. But if you wanted to learn more about all of this, jump in into this post. You're gonna see like other part about how to use the like what all of those things means in more details. And definitely, guys, if you wanted to, like, this is what I show to my community members. Like whenever I create any kind of post, I tell them like, look, if you want to see the rest of the workshop, then go here and put your email address. So if you're watching this, definitely, guys, click on that link. Even if, let's say, you're not a car detailer, but you are just like a AI somebody AI enthusiast, and you wanted to do that. You wanted to promote our Freedom Fusion system CRM. You wanted to promote our feudal incubators. You wanted to promote our thread stack. Then uh, and you wanted to get access to all those other workshops, then definitely, guys, put in your email, put your specify which best describes you, whether you're a service provider, freedom founder, or a feudal lord and existing business owner. And then we'll take it from there. We'll get on a call with you. We'll see where you fit most and walk you through our conversational AI bot uh, that's gonna find the best path for you. Because essentially, there's many different paths that you could take in this post-apocalyptic world of AI, and our job is to filtrate all of the paths that are not compatible with you and make it easier for you to eventually earn some money, guys. Like doing things, sure, combining blue collar skill sets with white collar skill sets. So, and you don't get that, you don't get a lot of people teaching that, because either people extremely like white collar and only talk about go high level, and that's it, or you're gonna have some blue collar folks who are, skillful tradesmen professionals, very, very good in their trade, but have no clue about any of the stuff that I've just described. And the form that I was showing you earlier, that form, it's actually anything that is being fed from that form is fed into the voice agent. In simple words, when when the person fills out that form, they end up, like, literally, guys, they end up, the voice bot response calls them back and knows everything about it, what was filled out on that form, and like confirms, double validates with them, which saves even more time. There's other things that we're going to be covering, how to cover that with what to do post follow up, how to get those reviews to make sure that you don't really have to constantly chase the customers, how to get them the correct way, and so much more, guys. I'm hoping that you found this workshop informative. And if you guys are interested in subscribing, definitely subscribe. This channel is powered by likes and subscribers, and of course by my talent agency, Freedom Fusion System. I'll see you guys next time, and definitely take care. And I think today is a Valentine Days, so uh, I'm probably just gonna go with my wife somewhere. I don't know where, but it's gonna be one of those places. Maybe we'll have dinner or something. And of course, guys, if you wanted to learn more about ThreadStack, um, definitely you know where you could find the info. It's only $14.99 per month. To learn more, go to buy that link /Freedom Fusion System. I'll see you next time. Take care.